Hello everybody and welcome to Empyrion Alpha 8 Stable. It's finally out and I'm very excited to play this game and start a new series here on YouTube in Alpha 8. What I thought I would do is start off the series by just kind of going over a couple of things in terms of the new features of the game. I'm not going to spend a lot of time doing this. You guys will of course have to come to their website and read all the details, but there's just a couple things that I want to point out before we actually start the game. So, lots of cool features in the game. Probably the biggest thing that most people have been talking about is the size of the planets. The planets are just absolutely enormous now compared to what they used to be. The old size of the planets used to be 32 square kilometers. They can now be up to 2,048 square kilometers. And there's different sizes of planets. I believe it's from Class 1 up to Class 5, with Class 5 being the large planets that are either this size or can be up to this size. So the planets are just ginormous now. And so I'm very excited about that. It just gives us that much more of a world to play in with the planets themselves. They've also improved the way the planets look from space. They do look a lot nicer. Some other things is they've removed the red wall at the poles and the green wall, so you can actually cross over the pole if you can survive the temperature. So that's really cool. Furthermore, the Earth is... not the Earth, but the planets are tilted. It talks about that somewhere else. Well, anyway, I must have missed it. There's so much stuff here, you guys. It's absolutely crazy. But the planets are tilted, so now what happens is that you can, if you're in the north, for example, you'll have longer days and shorter nights. If you're at the North Pole, then the sun will never set, just like it does on the Earth. So that's really cool. I read that somewhere. I'm not sure where I'm seeing that. But anyway, it's got a solar system generator, something I probably will play around with later on. But we're going to just use the default settings for our first shot at the game here. The terrain is now procedurally generated once again instead of the hand crafted maps, which, you know, the good thing about that, of course, is that we'll have hopefully some pretty cool landscapes that we'll run into. The biomes are quite diverse on a planet, and it's based upon both temperature and precipitation. So rather than having one planet like Taladar is a good example, where almost the entire planet was just basically the same kind of boring biome, now we have quite a few different potential biomes on the planet, depending upon, you know, what the precipitation is and what the temperature and so forth is. So that's going to be really cool. There's now a new fog of war on the planets. This is a new thing. This wasn't even an experimental, at least not when I played it for about 2 hours. About, I don't know, 3 or 4 weeks ago, I jumped on and just kind of messed around for about 2 hours in the game. I didn't really seriously play it. I got myself a motorbike and I just kind of rode around. So, you know, for all intents and purposes, I really have almost no experience here in Alpha 8. I've watched just a couple of videos, haven't really watched enough videos, you know, to know that much about it. So it's going to be a new experience for me too, and I'm very excited for that. Underground layers and voxel mining. So we're going back to the older Empyrion, where instead of having like the little, you know, nodes that you would have to find with the ore scanner, now you have just one big ore deposit, which is going to make mining a lot easier. New decoration placement and rendering system, editor for the solar system. We talked about that already. The critters and the aliens and so forth have had their AI updated, so they're going to be a little smarter. For example, animals will be, if they're passive anyway, so they're going to be afraid of you if you get too close to them and they'll run off, whereas before they just kind of didn't really care. Same thing for the aliens. Aliens are going to be a little smarter now, and if they hear you, they'll start moving towards you and you know, try and find where you are. So they're going to be a little smarter too. We have a tent that we can use to sleep in, which is going to be handy because apparently it gets very, very cold at night, depending upon where you are, of course. And that can be detrimental to your health. This thing here is crazy. I was looking at this earlier today. The status effects that they've built into the game now are real. Well, not real, but real. You know what I'm saying? So status effects are a lot bigger deal now, and you can get to the point where you can have some really serious problems if you let these things get into stage 3. So we're going to have to be a lot more careful now about you know, things like even just hot and cold, and parasites, and you know, stomach problems and that sort of thing. And so, you know, we're going to have to, you know, make sure we have the right medicines with us and just be careful about those things much more than we had to in the earlier alphas of the game. One of the big things that Empyrion has done in Alpha 8 is they've made the game much more survival-oriented, and so it's a lot harder in the beginning of the game. So I'm excited about that. I like that kind of stuff. If you guys, know me and have been watching my stuff for a while, I like the challenges. So that's really, really cool. I'm looking forward to that. Another very awesome thing is the repair to template option. Basic idea there is that we save our ship when it's in perfect condition to a template. Then if we go out and get it banged up, we can come back and have the game repair it back to the state that it was originally in. And that includes actual replacing of missing blocks, because Alpha 7 was only able to repair the ship, whatever blocks still existed on the ship. If you had something completely destroyed, it was gone. You had to replace it. So now we can repair back to the state of that blueprint, and that's another thing that a lot of us have been really excited about and waiting for that to happen. So lots of other cool stuff. We got new models, we got new thrusters, we got buildings that float up in the air, or we can find POIs under the water. Different types of moons. These are the models of some of the new thrusters. They look really cool, so I'm looking forward to doing some builds here in Alpha 8. And just a lot of neat stuff. So, again, I'm going to leave it up to you guys, to come on to their website and read through all this. I honestly haven't even read through all of it myself. I spent some time over my lunch hour at work today and started reading this, but there's more than I even have to read as well. So, just a lot of good stuff. So anyway, I just wanted to show that to you guys to start off the video series here. So let's go ahead and remove that window. And I'm going to go ahead and hop into the server, and we're going to get started on this adventure. Now remember, what I said earlier is I've only spent about 2 hours in the game, and I didn't really play the game. I just kind of started the Robinson Protocol, but I didn't really take it that far. To the point where I got myself a motorcycle, and I kind of just rode around and checked the place out. So I haven't really played the game the way that it's supposed to be played. So this is going to be a new experience for me as well as, for you guys. So I'm just really looking forward to it. All right, so let's go ahead and connect to the server here. This is a content creator server, so I expect that I'm going to have some other people joining the server to do YouTube videos and or to stream their own series. So hopefully we'll get a good turnout on that, but for tonight it's just going to be me on the server. And yeah, this is going to be fun. Very much looking forward to this. I hope you guys enjoy this. I'm going to enjoy this series quite a bit too. All right, here we go. So we can already see off the bat how much larger these planets are. It's pretty crazy. So let's go ahead and I guess we'll land kind of over here by the water. And we'll start off our adventure. Now, one of the things that we can do now is that we can actually spend the night if we need to inside the pod. It no longer despawns like it used to. So that's kind of an early game shelter for us, I guess, until we get the tent made or something like that. So we still have the typical heartbeat stuff. All right, so press F to get, I guess, some water out of the escape pod. Okay, so this is our starting stuff. They've changed all this too. I mean, the food's changed, the medicine's changed, the gear's changed. It's all really new, and I'm just really looking forward to figuring it all out here. Okay, one thing I want to do is I want to go in and I want to change my action key to E because I am just completely used to that. Our roll right option will be oh, they didn't fix that. Oh, doggone it. Okay. Normally I map this to my thumb buttons on my mouse, but apparently that still does not work. That really sucks. Ah, crap. Okay, well, you know what we might have to do? We might have to actually get used to just using F, because if I do have to use the keyboard, I do want Q and E to be my roll keys. So I guess we're just going to have to get used to using F. Normally I use E, but it is what it is. So yeah, look at this place, you guys. This place is absolutely ginormous. It almost looks like we're in some kind of a desert, or maybe it's just a really large beach that goes off into a plains-type biome. But yeah, this is crazy. Pretty crazy. Okay, so we're on the multiplayer scenario because we are on a server. Now, I guess I'm not seeing the Robinson Protocol thing pop up. That's kind of what I was expecting to do. PDA, delicious. Da, 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 da. I wonder maybe the Robinson Protocol thing is not enabled when you do multiplayer. See, this is all kind of the old stuff. Oh man, okay. Well, that's kind of a bummer because I've sort of kind of. Wait a minute. Okay, Robinson Protocol Co-op, crash site, mainframe, important. Okay, it says those are still a work in progress. Okay, so is this the one that do I activate this? Oh, I do. Okay, that's how you do it. All right, cool. I guess I was thinking that popped up automatically, but maybe it doesn't. I don't know. But we're going to do the Robinson Protocol because basically what this does is it kind of helps us, learn the new features of the game, at least get us started, and also, leads us to some POIs and to some mineral deposits. And I just feel, it's a good idea for me to do this because I'm so unfamiliar with how Alpha 8 goes. So we're going to be following the Robinson Protocol, at least this first one anyway, and hopefully that'll kind of give us a head start on the game. All right, so that being said, message receiver, you are alive. Ida, the team comm seems to be partially broken. Where are the suits? Integrated data assistant at your command. Your suits have been destroyed in your escape. Okay, so I have no suit. That's another thing. Usually you start off with a light suit in the earlier Empyrion, but now we don't have any suit at all. So that's going to be a factor, for things like heat and cold, and we don't have the helmet and that sort of thing. So your suits have been destroyed in your escape. I'm currently hosted in the capsule's fail-safe system. Do you remember what happened? This is me, I guess. Not really. My head is pounding. What happened after we pulled the trigger for hyperspace? Not sure. It seems we actually made it into hyperspace and to Andromeda as far as I can tell. What about the fleet? Signal loss. No signatures in our area. No contact to anyone else beyond our team, I'm afraid. Oh boy, this day is getting better and better not. Okay, so apparently that was my communication with Ida, the integrated data assistant. Kind of reminds me a little bit of your PDA on Subnautica. All right, so mission details. Emergency situation detected. Robinson Protocol UCH-101 activated. It was a hard touchdown, but the escape pod looks pretty much intact. Check their inventories and pick up everything that is inside. We've already done that. Use the build-in survival constructor and craft the survival tool. It offers a stone drill mode, a deconstruction mode, and a lower power defense mode. You are also not wearing any protective suit. Outside temperatures will have a strong effect on you. Explore the area around the crash site. Pick up some plants and fruits you can directly eat. Good luck, team. Okay, let's go. All right. So it said to make... Okay, this is our survival constructor. Apparently this is some kind of constructor that's supposedly built into our suit, even though we don't have a suit. And it's very basic, and we can make this a survival tool. Okay, it says tracking an unidentified distress signal. Create some energy bars, bandages, or other food items in your survival constructor before or while going there. Also craft a survival tool and drill stones for ore or deconstruct wreckages for components when you come across them. Okay. So what happens with this survival tool is that instead of using fuel packs like the normal multi-tool does, what it does is it actually uses your body's stamina as fuel. And so whenever you use it, we want defense mode, rock drill, salvage. Okay. What are we going to get out of this rock? Oh, F. I'm so used to E. This is gonna suck. All right, we got silicon ore. All right, cool. So yeah, if you watch my my stamina, I'm gonna go to defense mode, I guess, because see it says use for short range defense and also harvest wood. So you can see my stamina is going down in the lower left hand corner. So basically, it's using my own body's energy as fuel, which is interesting. It's very interesting. It's something we do probably have to keep an eye on, though, because we don't want to... Oh, I guess that just went into our inventory. I wonder why it makes us pick up stone, but it doesn't make us pick up wood. Very interesting. So yeah, it uses our stamina. We're going to have to be really careful and keep an eye on that, so we don't accidentally run ourselves out of stamina. I'm looking forward to just exploring. This is going to be so cool because, everything is so new. The short time that I did spend in the game a couple weeks ago when I was just messing around, the forests are a lot denser when you get into them, and they just look really cool. So I'm very much looking forward to that. I might even, consider doing that's a desert rock. What do we get out of a desert rock? I might even consider crushed stone. Okay, press F, old guy. Press F. What was I going to say? Consider building a base in a forest somewhere. Really cool. So there's lots of new plants. Well, I don't know if they're necessarily new plants, but they've kind of changed the way the ingredients work. So plants are kind of, and medical items and that sort of thing are kind of more grouped now into like major groups like, grains and proteins and fruits and veggies rather than being a specific item. And then you can use that stuff to make, basic stuff in your survival constructor and then later on other things. So we need to discover what is, harvestable. Some of this stuff. A big alien flower. Okay, so it tells us in the lower left-hand corner what that gives us. So that gave us some plant protein. What does this give us? Natural stimulant. Okay, natural stimulant. What is this rock going to give us? Probably just normal stone. I think there are specific rocks that, give you copper and silicon like we found earlier. What? Oh, gold! Are you kidding me? I found gold right off the bat? Wow. That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. Yeah, so there's specific rocks that give specific minerals. We'll have to kind of, learn how to identify that. But that says that's just a gray rock. But using this little survival tool, it's kind of like a baby multi-tool, I suppose you can think of it that way. We're probably going to get most of our early ores just by finding these rocks and mining them. Because of the fact that you can get, you're a lot more prone to getting sickness and that sort of thing, we're going to try and avoid eating like raw, plants and stuff that we pick. We're going to instead go into our survival constructor and see, we can make energy bars from plant protein. Okay, so let's actually make those now. Vegetables. And we can also make an energy drink from natural stimulant. Oh, okay. So hot beverage, we need buds. Berry juice, we need berries. So this is kind of neat because it actually tells us what we need to make all this stuff. So we're not kind of guessing. I like that. I don't like it when games, don't tell you the essential stuff that you need to know, to make stuff. So this is actually good. This is good. We're going to need to find iron ore and 3 copper ore to make an emergency generator. Extracts oxygen from the atmosphere to generate small oxygen bottles. Well, I guess we don't need that on this planet. So we're on the lookout for herbal leaves. We're on the lookout for alien tooth. Antitoxic ointment. Plant fibers we're going to need. Vegetables. Buds. We got some natural stimulant and berries. What's this? This is vegetable juice. So 2 veggies and that stuff. Okay, cool. So let's put this here in our inventory. Let's put the bandage down here and I guess the antibiotic ointment down here for now. And I guess we can put the energy down there and the water. Vegetable juice. That's just purified water. Perish time, health 90. Perish time 70, health 90. So this perishes quicker than vegetable juice, but they both give you the same amount of health. That gives you more stamina, though, but reduces your body temperature. Okay, so we'll have to kind of pay attention to that stuff because here again, temperature is going to be a thing. I'd like to actually see if we can get some plant fiber as soon as possible so we can make that tent so we have it if we need it. Okay, what's this stuff? Cobra leaves. Okay, cobra leaves were in the old game, and that's spice. Okay, good. Spice is supposed to help us, from what I read and have been told, that helps us with indigestion, which can happen, of course, if we eat the wrong things. So that was a good find there. Let's go out here. We are going to definitely head towards the wreck, but I want to go look at a couple of these rocks and just see if any of these will give us some more minerals. The escape pod, again, from my understanding, is that we can use that as a shelter if we need to, but I think I would rather... That's probably just going to give us normal rock. That's silicon right there. I think I would rather build a tent so that way we don't, if we're not anywhere near the escape pod, we still have some kind of shelter. Man, this planet is huge, though. What size is this planet? This is a class 4 planet. Okay, so it's the second to the largest planet. And this is all that we've discovered with the fog of war. But it wants us to go all the way over here. That's quite a ways away to get to that. Wow, okay. What's this? Is it just a normal rock? It's got blue in it, so I wonder if that means anything. Iron ore. Alright, so iron ore is blue. Alrighty. That's, I don't know if I've ever played any other games that colored iron blue. That's a little weird. Okay, hopefully that guy over there is not going to be hostile. I think that's just a normal rock. Rock gray large. Yeah, that's just normal rock there. So yeah, we need to find some plant fiber so that we can... Let's just see here. Let's put this on. I just want to see if this guy's going to react to us, because the AI is supposed to have reactions to the player now. Apparently he doesn't give a shit that we're here. Okay, he doesn't care. He could care less. He could care less. I suppose caring less is better than having him attack us, though, right? Okay, what do we got here? Another silicon rock. Okay, this is good, actually. We're finding, oh man, I am so not used to using the F key as action. I really hope, and I'm going to expect that, Elion's going to fix it so you can use your mouse buttons again for mapping. Because it doesn't make sense that their older version of the game lets you do it and the newer doesn't. It's probably just a bug, or maybe something else happened that broke that they're planning on fixing later. Can only hope. So yeah, we'll see. All right, what is this blue stuff here? Is this a thing? Blue alien flowers. So if we pick this, we get buds. Nice. Okay, we needed that, I think, for a warm drink. Mushrooms. What does that give us? It gives us mushrooms. Who'd have thunk, right? The fungus gives us the stimulant, and we reach level 2. Nice. Okay. This is just really awesome, though. How big this place is. I'm really looking forward to it. Because, it just gives us that much more of a play field to play in. And not, have the whole place explored after the second day and then wanting to move on. So we can take our time, just enjoy this place, and just have... What's that? Okay. That's just a normal rock. I'd like to find a couple of berry bushes. But yeah, so we can just enjoy the place and, not rush through it and have a good time. And this place is huge. It's big. Okay, I need some plant fiber. Where do I find the plant fiber? They kind of look like a tumbleweed type plant. Well, we're definitely getting a pretty decent supply of silicon. And we have a tiny bit of iron so far. We probably better get cracking on the Robinson Protocol, though, because that's going to help us advance buds. Yeah, that's going to help us advance, but I would really like to get a tent made before, because it's already like almost 2:30 in the afternoon. And I'm not seeing any fiber around. Oh, okay, what's this guy going to do? He's like kind of telling us to move along, I guess. I don't know. We won't mess with him. Oh, there's another one. I don't know what happens if you get too close to these guys, if they will get hostile on you or what. But let's not find out, because they did some pretty decent damage in Alpha 7, as I recall. And I am not in any kind of condition at the moment to be getting into combat with anything. So where is the fiber? I wonder if we have to be in a different biome. Can we make fiber? We used to be able to make fiber in the constructor. Portable heater, cooler, portable constructor. Okay, that's locked. Why is that locked? Unlock in tech tree, it says. Okay. So let's go to, I guess, is that in miscellaneous? Yes, it is. We have to be level 3. Okay, so we have to be level 3 to unlock that. No problem. We should hit level 3 pretty quickly, I'm thinking. We'll just keep going around picking stuff. Let's go look at these rocks here. These look like they could be silicon rocks as well. And what is this stuff? Oh, that's corn dogs. Okay, so we'll pick the corn dogs. Those are just normal rocks. We get XP for doing normal rocks. Wasn't it? No, we don't. Okay, so it has to be an actual mineral type rock in order for us to get any XP. That's a gray rock. Yeah, these are just normal rocks there. So let's just keep moving towards the wreck, because that's a long ways away. That's 5 kilometers away. Quite a ways away. Oh, the timer's already done. Okay, so yeah, I think what we'll do then here, guys, is I'm going to try my very best to keep these YouTube episodes right around 30 minutes. I know I tend to go kind of long on some of my episodes, and I'm going to try and keep them on 30 minutes. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to end this episode here, and I'm just going to pick right up at the same exact spot. For me, I'm just going to keep going, but I'm just going to start a new recording for episode 2. So thank you very much. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this first episode. I know it wasn't the most exciting thing, but you know, here the thing about this, guys, is I'm planning on taking my time. I'm just going to enjoy Alpha 8. I'm going to enjoy these large planets, and I'm not going to get in a hurry. You know, we're just going to take our time, and you know, we're going to have fun with this. So I will eventually get to the point where, and we'll be working towards, I should say, getting our capital ship spawn back into the game. But it's going to be a while, you know, before we get to the point where we can come up with all of the resources to spawn this back in. Same thing with the Red Raider 2, you know, that we made. It looks to me like we will have no problem spawning those two things into Alpha 8. There is a problem with Biggin's greenhouse. It's got some old blocks in it, and a couple of other things here too. The basic CV Ultra, the crashed Empyrion, my Sky Needle. So yeah, there's some stuff that might need updated, but the important stuff, the Oldguy hovercraft, if we want to bring that back in, the Yellow Jacket Stinger, all the stuff that we used in our Alpha 7 episodes are available to us. It's just a matter of getting to the point where we can get all the resources to spawn this in, because I am going to do it, you know, legit. We are in survival mode, so we'll be definitely doing that legit. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and end this episode here. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did like this video, please consider leaving a thumbs up, and also subscribing to the channel if you haven't. Also be aware that I stream on Twitch several days a week, and you can find my Twitch channel in the About section of the YouTube channel. Be glad to have you stop by and see me in a live stream. We can meet, you can hang out, and it would be really good to have you there too. Okay, so I'll see you guys coming right up in the next episode. Take care.